Alright guys, we're heading out tonight, and it took me forever to decide on what car to bring, and ultimately I decided to take the Type R. And the reason why I was umming and ahhing about taking the Type R was I'm just not happy with it at the moment. It's running fine and everything's fine, but it's just aesthetically it doesn't look the way I was hoping for. And probably after the last couple of months having this car on the road, it just doesn't feel the same anymore. And I think it's time that we did something with this, but unfortunately funds are short. And today I applied for a job and I had an interview today. First interview in a really long time, and that just shows how desperate I am currently in this situation. And I guess this YouTube thing isn't working out as well as I'd hoped, but oh well, so be it. I gave it a shot. I'll still keep on doing these videos and whatnot, but it would just be less frequent. And because the whole ideal for me was to hit this daily videos after video after video, and some of them attract attention. Not too many, obviously not too many. I'm not getting thousands and thousands, not even hundreds of views, but like I said, it's supposed to be a start of something. But unfortunately it didn't go out as I hoped, so back to the 9 to 5 grind, unfortunately, but that's okay. That's okay. And for those that saw, I posted up my spoon mirrors up for sale, and I just threw a number out there and someone said yes. Now I'm a bit of me kind of regrets not putting it up higher, but also I didn't want to be a total douche and be like, alright, I'll sell them for $3,000, even though I don't know what they're worth. And I should have probably researched what spoon mirrors are actually worth now, but oh well. It's for second hand. They're not absolutely perfect. They do have slight defects from the factory, because unfortunately spoon products are relatively quite and because this isn't the first time this has happened. So it's happened with the valve cover that I bought for my K-Series back, I don't know how many years ago. It happened to my friend's spoon wing that he bought for his EG, relatively. So I'm beginning to see a pattern, and I think at the end of the day it just becomes a brand name out there, which is relatively unfortunate. So going back to the actual wheel setup that I had previously, it was 235/60 15 inch, and they seem way too wide, especially with the spacer, which I think I need to run a spacer just so I have some clearance between. I think it's hitting my the actual wishbone. I think it's called the wishbone. So it's currently hitting that at the moment, just because of the 9-inch rim. So if I actually go to add a 3mm spacer, which I've already purchased, and once that goes on the car, we'll see how much room that we have, and then from that point we'll decide on what tire to go. Because with the 235/60 15-inch tire, I think that's too big, because it actually visibly looks really big. But maybe because it's so compensate as well, because at the end of the day I should be running 16 inches. I should be. But me being a little bit extra complicated and difficult, I just said, nah, I want to run 15 inches, and I'm sticking by it because we're going to make this work. There's a little bit of trial and error testing, a little bit of testing, just to see what we can do. Oh, very nice. Just to see what we can do. Since my last video, all I've been doing is cleaning. And I'm cleaning because my father-in-law is coming back into the country from Vienna. And as much as I love him being around and whatnot and helping with the kids, I hate cleaning. So I'm purely just cleaning to please him, because if I don't, I'll definitely hear from someone or another. Oh, my car feels funny. I think I have too much tension on the accelerator cable. So I've already made plans to pull all the cars away and move them to a friend's car, move them to my friend's house, and there's a number of things that I have to do to these cars. I was just pressure washing my car, my sedan the other day, and a whole bunch of paint, not a whole bunch, a small section of paint started peeling off. And it tells me that it's probably been painted before. So I probably have to clean that up and give that car a new... Someone's smoking marijuana here. Someone's smoking marijuana here. What I was saying was, yeah, I need to give it a new lick of paint eventually. So that's something that I have to do for the sedan. I've received the updates from the EG. I'll post the information somewhere for you guys to watch. But my fuel tank is full of crud, like full of gunk. Basically, what we saw in Ray's fuel tank, and that's probably a main factor to why the car was running so bad. And also the smell of the car was probably that. So we've got things like the new ECU, fuel pump and filter, and everything should be being buttoned the back up so I can get the car back and get it ready for a roadworthy. And roadworthy's got a number of things missing. The major problem on that one that I never realized was it's got no seat belts. Like when I installed the rails, I forgot to put the seat belts on, and from memory I don't even think I have seat belts anymore. So that's something I have to source over the next coming days. But yeah, so clearly no one's here. Everyone's at probably the Black Label pre-meet, but my car needs a car wash anyway. And I have to figure out why my throttle's so sticky. Because it was kinked up here, so that's probably why the delay it was like all the way tucked down there. And that probably explains why it was being so stuck. So it's put up here just to open it up because it goes underneath the valve cover and whatnot. Like I said, things are complicated. I'm not too sure if you can see it, but this car definitely needs some love. Paintwork or something. Or even just a clay bar, because it's bad. I'll make time for it, I promise. I promise. Take it out tonight is the gap between this tire is way higher than this tire, and that's been driving me a little bit crazy. I gotta make sure I don't lose this, because these things are really hard to come by, and I need to stick it down. So I'll push it all the way in. But yeah. Don't hate me, but I'm contemplating brushing the car. Or maybe I'll just leave it. I'll just do another layer of soap after I let it soak in. And then I'll rinse it all off. But I am very tempted to brush it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to brush the car. Alright, so back then I used to be able to rinse the whole car like easily in one lap. Like, did they reduce the time on these machines? Because I feel rotted right now. A minute 15 used to be a minute 40. Oh my god. I feel scammed. Back to bucket washing it is. I supposed to rinse the car in a minute 40. A minute 15. Like, it takes you like 15 seconds for the water to come out and interchange from the soap anyway. Oh man, what a rip. Alright, that's mostly done. You think that's quick? I can go faster. Ask my wife. Real talk. It used to be a minute 40. And the beep used to go on when you had a minute left. Not when you have like 30 seconds. Oh. Maybe everyone should boycott Derrimut Car Wash. That's it, let's start it. Boycott Derrimut Car Wash. So I forgot to charge my camera. So I don't think my camera is gonna last all night. But I'm sitting here just enjoying some cake that my wife made. And just seeing, basically this is how it's been on Friday. All alone, sitting and waiting to socialize. But it's not a bad thing because I get to get away from the house, and today's pretty good night, so can't complain. This cunt was just like walking on his toes and shit. What the fuck? So it's not just him walking on his tippy toes, he's like on his tippy toes full time. Like completely full time. And I've seen people walk like that before, but I've never seen people stay like that before. And normally it's like not just on the tippy toes, it's like a little bounce. But look, still on his tippy toes. Oh well. So this guy just came in an Orion or whatnot, and he was just parked up on the side for a while, and then he drove into one of those vacuum bays and he crashed, and then from that point he just reversed and jetted. I should have got that on video, but I was just like, what the hell is this guy doing? Like anything, we've got the cooked guys as well, and these guys are having too much fun cleaning their car. People haters, but looks like they're having fun. So what am I doing tomorrow? I've got a number of friends that are going on a cruise to Lorna, I think. But I feel bad for getting out during the week. I definitely feel bad for getting out the week because it's like family time. So unfortunately I can't attend that. But if they were to do something at night time, I would definitely be there. Hang on, the kids just dashed completely. Maybe they've seen something that I'm not too sure, but we've got a Euro and a couple of teenagers that's completely evaded the place. What the fuck? There's a guy in a fucking trolley. fuck? So I just left, and today was super uneventful. Probably one of the most uneventful nights that I've ever had. But like I said, we can't always win, right? So it is what it is, and we'll see how we go next week. Obviously this weekend is probably packed with car events. Bloody hell. Clearly this weekend is packed with car events, and no surprise, everyone's probably keeping their car clean and ready and polished up and whatnot for tomorrow's or this weekend's Black Label and Tough Streeters. So hope everyone has fun, and that's it. I'm out. What's crazy? What's crazy is I don't know how fast this car is, because I've never really given it the beans. I'm not even too sure how to take off on this car, but let's give it a crack. Alright, so super sketchy without LSD. I just keep on getting pulled left to right. So definitely need an LSD, because this is too dangerous. Way too dangerous. But now we know. So lately I've been watching a lot of videos on how to install an LSD. And more so, I've been looking at how to install a Phantom Grip LSD, which isn't really a LSD. It's like these two spring clamps that sit between the differential. And when it senses friction, it kind of just locks it in place. So basically a locker. And it seems easy enough that I could attempt it, but we'll wait for when I decide to do that, and whether I change out the clutch and make this car a little bit more drivable. But I've definitely been watching videos on how to do it, and I feel relatively confident, provided that everything goes according to plan. But if stuff don't go according to plan, then I'm not too sure. Like for instance, when I grabbed all the three prongs of the gear sets and take it all out in one go, if that doesn't work out and I have to take it out individually, then I don't know how to put it back together. So that's like the major problem. The other problem is breaking stuff when I'm trying to take off the casing. And thirdly, it's just putting things back together but not lining them up properly, and we've got a crap gearbox. And the amount of effort and whatnot to put the gearbox in, take the gearbox out, and do all that stuff is just probably the major component. So I've got to plan this out, but I feel like I can do something like this. But we definitely need LSD, because that was, like I said, I just kept on pulling one way, kept on pulling another way, and the guy that previously boosted this car didn't have that problem, because he thought about every possible scenario, and he was shopping cars left, right and center, and I don't think I think there'd be a very small number of cars that the car would lose to.
Tangled up in wires, I can't catch my breath.